This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. It is another week here at the Appalachian State University. And you're listening to the morning app on 90.5 WASU. I'm Joshua alongside Katie, and Dovy is back. We missed him on Friday.
Hey.
We definitely did not have a better time without you, Dovy, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh.
It was fun having Natalie, though. I just wish, Dovy, that you had been there as well.
I got to tune in for a little bit. I heard you guys talking about sandwiches and showers.
Sandwiches
The two
in
biggest-
showers?
Not in
Priorities.
showers. That'd be terrible.
That would be pretty
No,
gross.
everyone needs a shower sandwich.
A shower sandwich.
Or a shower snack, but, sometimes
Okay.
sandwich will
Do y'all ever do that? Do you ever, I know people that will, grab a beer and go into a shower.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, some people take,
Shower beer,
beers to
yeah.
the shower.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta
That's-
relax.
I gave it a go
What?
once and was like, this is dumb.
I feel
I'm
like
trying to
that's
go to
more of a
bed.
bath thing. If you're gonna sit there and just drink something,
Well,
But
you know what
baths
I mean?
are too, they're too fancy for a beer. I feel like
Okay,
you gotta
that's more
have
of
a glass of wine.
okay.
But then that'd be too much for me. I'd be like, okay, I don't want to be in a bath with a glass of wine and bubbles and candles. It's just a little too much.
Dovy,
Okay.
your mistake was going to bed after you had your shower beer. If you're gonna have a shower beer, you gotta
Dude,
that's the start of your pregame.
I feel like that would be kind of fun if you're at the beach or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, because sometimes you have those outdoor showers at beach houses. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like you go outside to rinse off. I feel
Okay,
like that would be
okay.
kind of cool. You're in the sun, you have a beer.
Okay.
It's I don't know, but I've never done that. I don't know if people bring food to the shower. That's just
I feel like that wouldn't work out.
I feel like somebody has to.
People
Yeah.
have shower snacks.
Yeah.
For
Shower
sure.
snacks.
Yeah,
How long
like
are you guys in the shower
Gummy,
for?
gummy
Swedish fish could
bears
work.
Yeah. Any gummy probably is pretty
No,
good.
no cookies or crackers or anything like that. Nothing
No,
that can
that
get
would get too
soggy.
soggy, yeah.
But a Twizzler, I could see that work.
Yeah,
you know.
Twizzlers would definitely work. A lot of
You
candy
can't wait
probably works.
10 minutes to
Who says it's 10 minutes? It might be a longer shower.
Yeah.
We
I
are,
can't take. I don't know.
we've been talking about
We've been-
showers a lot.
Well, that's
we need to get away.
most of our lives are spent taking showers. If you think about it, I mean, I take a shower
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Think about all the thoughts and ideas that have been.
that is
Well,
true.
remember, we had the morning shower thoughts a little bit ago back in last semester, or last
love
year, I
that.
think. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot you can think about in the shower.
it's true.
But one thing that you can also think about, Dovy, and I know you've been watching it. I still need to catch up. Katie, I think you've been watching it as well. The Bachelor.
Mm-hmm. That's my.
I know you got a lot of thoughts on The Bachelor. I wish I
Yes.
did right now.
It's the first season I've ever watched it. It's the first time I've ever watched it, and I'm blown away. I think it's the best reality TV show.
This is the first one that
Ever.
I've actually followed from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, there hasn't been many episodes, only 3, but
Good, I can
still,
catch up.
most of the time I just catch a couple here and there.
Oh, really?
With my roommates, and they it's always. I think that's one of those shows that's way more fun to watch with people, because then you can kind of commentate and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's way more. It's really fun to watch with other people, even if the other people just hate it and are complaining about it, and they're
It's
this is stupid. It's still hilarious.
the relationships Olympics,
Yeah.
It's so fun. I was telling Josh about that. We should have because I did that with some friends. I got some wine, some cheese, and we just watched The Bachelor.
We're
for,
going to.
30-year-old, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
But I found something really cool. I didn't know about this until just a couple days ago, but I was looking for a way to make fantasy teams for something else, something called the Marble Olympics. Whole nother talk.
Wait. The marble?
The
or-
marble.
Okay, I
yeah,
thought you said marble.
Olympics with marbles in it.
Okay.
I can explain
Okay.
later. But this, I found out that you can actually have a league, a fantasy league, with The Bachelor and The Bachelor contestants, and people are playing this right now.
Dude.
So you get $100 fake dollars, and then each contestant based off of how they do in those first 2 episodes. They all have like a price on them, and then you can like draft them. And then you have this huge chart of like what points they get depending on what happens. So you have like in conversation, if they bring up, I don't know, the fact that they have a kid, or if they
wait.
say
Some of them
certain
have
things.
kids?
Some of them do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, you know, there's different points, right? Like, the more rare the saying is, the more points they get. If they say something like, I think I'm falling for him or her, like, then that's like 30 points. But if the Bachelor says that they love them, it's like 50 points, you know? If you, there's also actions that have points. So if somebody steals someone's time for a minute, you know, because they're always trying to, like, there's not enough time for everybody to get to know each other. So it's almost like a race to talk to him. And sometimes the girls will, like, interrupt and, like, be like, can I borrow him for a minute? And there's, like, already, like this little sizzle of drama that happens.
That side glare.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I haven't tried it yet. I just found out about it.
But you can still do.
You can still do it.
Okay.
I made my own league. So if anybody wants to join me
I
and
want to
play,
join.
that'd be really fun. Because I know it comes out tonight, technically. But if you have, like, a streaming service like Hulu, then I think they usually post it a day later.
Okay.
So
I will catch up by next Tuesday, I hope, so we can have our viewing party. I really want some cheese.
it's so fun.
Some
It's just
cheese.
so crazy.
Yeah,
Is
some
that
white-
what it?
I
Some
mean,
cheese.
I want to see The Bachelor, but...
Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to
cheese.
make an actual cheese plate,
Oh.
you know, if possible.
I'll make some cheese
Yeah.
dip, too. Does that go? I don't know.
Go get a piece of wood from out back and then just put some cheese on it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Is that, or I can buy an actual nice little plank and then
Yeah.
a little bit
Maybe
of
just
that
grabbing a
goat
random...
cheese, Gouda, I don't know, whatever the options are.
Okay.
Okay. I will catch up. I will do my best to catch up on this show. I really want to see it. I get too attached to reality TV shows.
Really?
Way too attached.
That's the thing. If you started from the beginning,
Yeah.
you know, you get hooked
Yeah.
to some of these
It's-
characters.
It's interesting, like
characters.
reality TV show. It's one of those things it's not real. That there's a lot of it that's like contrived, but at the same time, it's like it's really nice because you're watching a show basically that's like kind of fictional, but then you still have that like realism where it feels like very real to you.
Yeah.
Is this actually not real, though? Is it a
No,
reality TV show? Because it is.
Yes, but I mean some of the situations though. I mean, they're
So, for
obviously
example,
gonna create.
They always cast like a crazy person, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Like,
And they hold on to people that, like, clearly he would not have kept on
Right.
for as long as he did.
that
you know?
happened to when Morgan and I were watching the first episode. There
Yeah.
was one that was just like,
Yeah.
she was like, there's no way this person's going to stay in here.
No,
And
but
I'm
they
like,
gotta keep.
it has to, for the show business, for the drama. And then once they find a new thing to create more drama, that they let that person go, and then they work on the new storyline.
No,
you
and
know?
one of my friends, she's been watching The Bachelor for years, and she's really good at, like, predicting who's going to be the next villain. She's like, oh, they're grooming this person to be the next villain when they get rid of the old villain.
That's crazy.
And it's like, you can, like, see it. You're like, oh, my gosh,
Yeah.
they totally are. And so, I don't know. It's very interesting to watch, though.
It's really fun to watch it with people that have seen it a lot because they're like, oh, wait till, you know, this happens
Yeah.
and this happens. They do, so sometimes The Bachelor will pick one person to go on a one-on-one date, right?
I thought he went on one date with everybody.
Not everybody.
no,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe it's after a certain point.
Yeah, if you make it far enough, then definitely.
They have group dates, right? Where you,
That's got to be so terrible.
yeah.
The 2-on-1 is
great.
the worst, though.
Yeah, the 2-on-1 is the worst. So the reason why the 2-on-1 is the worst, if you do a 1-on-1, there's a rose at the end of the date. And you either get the rose, which means you're safe from getting disqualified, or you don't get the rose after the date, which means you go straight home.
I mean, you were terrible at the date.
Yeah, and so some girls mess it up, and then the date doesn't work out, and he's like, I can't give you this rose. And so the 2-on-1 dates, you got two girls competing for the
Yep.
same rose,
my
and
gosh.
it is the Super Bowl for psych minors. If you like any of that stuff, it's
yeah,
crazy.
No,
And
it's very interesting because like, while you know that there's some of it that's fake, like you also know that girls are totally capable of doing that, and even on The Bachelorette, like guys are capable of doing like dramatic things as well. Like,
You
I
know,
don't know.
girls are terrifying.
They
Like the mind
really
games
are.
they play are
mind games.
crazy. You got to see it.
Well, all I can say is, and I was telling Dovy about this, I love how we're watching and we're rooting for a whole show where multiple women are dating one man, and then women in real life are complaining about multiple women dating one man. So, just contradictory. But we got a great show ahead, and here is the man to kick it off.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
All right, so if you watched the show or listened to the show on Friday, then you know that we debated, when taking a shower, do you face towards the shower nozzle or away? And so we put the poll on our Facebook page, The Morning App. If you haven't liked it yet, you should. But we put the poll on there, and it was 57% away and 43% towards the shower nozzle.
That's incredible. What is wrong? What is wrong with our society today?
I think it depends on the hair.
And I've had discussions with different people. I want to hear your perspective.
It's got to be the hair. As my hair gets longer, it's the same deal. I'm like, this part where I'm just standing in front of it doesn't work no more. I gotta stand back. Just let it go backwards. You get a better. Maybe it's just all in the body as well. Do you want to move your arms this way to wash your hair, or do you like to move it back to wash your hair? I don't know. It's just I guess.
It's very much so preference. Like, people have really
and maybe certain people, like if they have a hot shower, maybe they want their back to get hit by the hot water.
See, Natalie and I, we were talking about it the other day, that it's like a water pressure thing too, that both of us had, like, back home have showers that have really high pressure. And so then it was like, I don't want that, like, hitting my face at all. It's just like, I'd rather my back take that, like, if that makes sense.
It just blew my mind, and it blew a lot of my friends' minds that people faced away.
It was a close one, though.
It was a lot closer than Cheez-It, let me tell you.
No, yeah, it was like 50-50 for a while, which is insane that I don't think we've ever had a debate that was that, like.
Yeah, and looking at the results, a lot of females put away and a lot of males put towards. I'm not saying it was all but yeah, so then the hair may be some of it. Yeah. Although I have short hair, so I don't know. Or what? Maybe it's just underlying attitude and personality of females underlying it. You never know.
Maybe it's horoscopes.
I don't know what a horoscope is.
So, Katie
or where it comes from. Where is mine? Where can I find it?
In a nutshell, you can just look it up.
Yeah.
We can look it up for you right now.
If you Google Joshua Kornmeyer's
No, it's based on your birthday.
Right.
Oh.
And you can get really specific. If you know the time of birth and location of birth, they'll give you like your I found out that there's like a rising sun and moon.
And that gives you if it gives you like more accurate results as far as like suppose I don't know because I'm not sure how much I like buy into all of it, because sometimes it is like, okay, this is pretty like accurate, but then other times I'm like, hold on, I don't know, it seems like too generalized. But still, it's really interesting to look into.
It's nice to have if the group of people you're with, like you don't know how to really like if they're new, right? Like they're new friends and you don't know how to really start a conversation off, and if you can find out that they like horoscopes, all you got to do is be like, yeah, so I'm like a Cancer with a Virgo moon, and then they'll be like, oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
That's what they always say. So what you do is based off of your birthday. Like when were you? What was the month and day that you were born in the year? December 28th.
96.
So
in the 96 doesn't matter. Let me see.
So she's gonna plug it in. She's gonna tell you what you're.
A Capricorn.
So you're a Capricorn. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So we can read that to you.
But there's so many different people that were born on that day. Why do we all fall under this one underlying universal label? I don't want to be labeled.
Some astro.
It's just saying that, like, and I think there is some validity to being born in different seasons, at least, would have maybe something to do with your temperament. Like, if you were born when it's colder, then maybe, I don't know.
You'd be more cold-hearted, yeah.
Oh. That is not what I was saying. I mean, I guess maybe.
Who knows?
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe if you're born in a different season, it's going to make you a different person.
Right. I mean,
right?
I think for me, it's the same. Like you can, I guess there are definitely there's a spectrum of how into it people get. You know, I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's still fun.
Yeah,
like it's something that you can always throw around. Because when you do read those descriptions, it's kind of like, wow, that actually is pretty accurate. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because Spotify is now making horoscope playlists every month. Every month, they're going to make a playlist depending on what your horoscope is. So they give you your horoscope, and then they make you a playlist based off of what that horoscope is about. So, for example, mine was about, like, making like financial movements forward and like, you know, having job opportunities open up and stuff like that. And then it was like, then it gave me this playlist all about, you know, they put like Money by Pink Floyd and stuff like that. And there's actually some new songs on there. So I actually found a lot of new music that I really like. And I was like, huh.
So that's out now?
Yeah, so you check it out because it's a good way to find new music. And if you're into horoscopes, it might be something cool for you.
That is such a good idea by Spotify.
It is. I've been wanting something like that. That changes kind of how we listen to music too now. It's
for sure.
You know,
there's like Spotify is really cool. Even just playlists that people have made. You can find literally anything if you just search for it. I follow. There's a Now That's What I, you know, remember the Now That's What I Call Music?
How could I forget? They're up to like 30 or 40 or
somebody made a whole playlist out of all of them.
No. How many songs would that be?
It's a lot. It's a long playlist, but the thing is that you can kind of go through the year. You could see pop music evolve as you click each one of them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I really like
as
watching
you're scrolling, it's
See, I don't know how to Spotify either. I've never really figured it out. There's a lot of music.
How to use Spotify?
There's a lot of music in there. It's like you type one thing in, it doesn't even come up with the song you want. It makes you listen to other songs, and it's like, come on,
it doesn't make you listen to other songs.
It does.
Wait, so how do you listen to music?
I either download it straight to my phone or YouTube. Yeah, I'm a music on the phone type of guy. I don't use a different app. I'm not gonna let another app control my music.
Okay, control your music. No,
yeah.
you like.
They control where I go, how I listen. They give me ads. They yell at me.
They don't give you ads if you pay for it.
Well, I'm not going to throw money at a place where I can get music for free anyway.
You're already putting in money to downloading each song.
No, I don't.
So.
And with that, we are going to go to break. We have She's a Lady on the other side. We got Would You Rather here on the Morning App.
Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Back for another exciting edition of the Morning App here this morning, and with it we have Would You Rather. First time we're doing it this year, which means it's going to be a New Year's resolution type. Got some hard choices for you too, okay? Now, I don't know how much you do take, beers into the shower, Dovy, but if you had to give up alcohol or caffeine, which are you giving up?
Alcohol.
I feel like a lot of people would say that. Actually, no.
I don't
take
think
that back.
so. No,
I take that back.
That might be even a good poll, to be honest.
Would you rather give up alcohol or caffeine for the whole new year?
I mean, that's for some college students an absolute nightmare to pick between the two.
Because they literally have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They're constantly taking it in like morning and night. Yeah, I mean, coffee for me. Even though I said I'm gonna like try to drink less coffee, because then coffee's gonna pick me up and make me get work done versus the other.
No, yeah, I think I'm too addicted to caffeine at this point to give that up.
Yeah.
I think that would destroy me in the mornings.
But then if you're like out and you're hanging out with your...
Yeah, then you just be like, no, not drinking.
Just got to bring your cup of Joe instead, yeah.
Caffeine, honestly, it has similar effects for me. Like, I get like sugar highs, but...
You just get powdered caffeine and just... That's
No.
Fine,
That's how you get crazy.
I'll give a better one, maybe that's tempered better to you. Are you giving up, would you rather have caffeine for the whole year? Or no caffeine or no desserts for the whole year? You have to pick between the
desserts.
two. You still going to pick no dessert? That's ridiculous, Dovy.
Yeah.
So you're just saying like any sweet things?
Yep.
Like
Anything that you
cookies?
consider dessert, you cannot have if you pick caffeine.
Okay, well, what about
like
candy?
snacks?
Nope,
Yeah.
that's a dessert. That's a candy.
You consider that...
Is there, so all snacks even?
Fine, you can have candy,
I
Dovy.
mean, like, nachos are
That
a
changes
snack.
things. Yeah.
It's an appetizer.
Dessert. What you would...
You're talking about, like, a cake.
Sweet.
Cake,
Specifically
cookies,
sweet.
brownies,
Okay,
milkshakes,
okay.
ice.
Anything in that realm.
I'm getting rid of caffeine. I'm getting rid of alcohol. I'm keeping my desserts.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to keep desserts too. I have too
Dude.
much of a sweet tooth.
Yeah. I luckily don't have to. I like savory stuff.
Okay.
More so than sweet.
Yeah, I think cookies, I just couldn't give up cookies.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I can't give up sweets. And I don't really drink coffee or alcohol.
Man, but what is dessert without coffee, and what is coffee without dessert?
There's a lot. You have milk and cookies. You have milk with dessert. Anyway, Mr. I'm going to give up coffee over here is fighting for coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, next up then. This is for the whole new year. Would you rather spend weekends without your phone or your TV? I feel like this is also an easy one for most people.
Let me take that one in real quick.
Because I do there's so many, I love TV. I love watching shows and movies.
Yeah.
And when I say no TV, I'm saying you can't even stream it on your phone, I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, that would be.
So no movies, no TV shows, nothing of that sort. You
No
only get
Netflix.
Nope.
None of that. Yeah, I don't. I mean, either one you pick, you're gonna just have more free time. Because
Yeah.
of it. But I'd probably say no TV because I'm not really much of a TV watcher, like TV show watcher.
I see. I love. I mean, yeah. I'm a movie watcher. I'm a TV show watcher. But I will still give up my TV, I guess.
Yeah, as much as because that is when I watch a lot more movies and shows. But at the same time, I think that it's so hard to detach from your phone that having it, like not having it during a weekend.
But it might make you feel better. It might change your life.
It might.
That's fair.
I mean, not Dovy's because he has an Android. It's his best friend.
It's easy
his
for me.
It'll be a release for him.
Yeah.
No, he'll go through withdrawals if he got rid of that.
True. You're not wrong.
His phone does everything for him
That's
now.
my
I don't
dessert.
I know he didn't even bring a laptop in here today.
No.
Josh and I both have laptops, and he has his little
I'm
phone.
gonna come back on Wednesday with Google Glass.
No,
just
no.
all decked out.
That phone is running Dovy's life.
In a good way.
No, no, Dovy.
It's fine.
You have a problem.
This is
okay.
good. I'll flip it over.
All right, another one. We have, would you rather, for the new year, find true love or win the lottery? Now, here's the catch. You win the lottery, guarantee you're going to find some true love.
True.
That's a lot of pressure. Oh, goodness.
Just saying, you could either be set for the rest of your... I guess you're set for the rest of your life both ways. You
Yeah.
find, like, I guess which one you value more, money or love? And sadly, I think a lot of people would take money.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right choice. Like, if that's your choice, go for it. But
Because if you chose the love, then you're like probably not going to win the lottery. There's a low chance of that. But if you chose the lottery, then there's still a decent chance you could still find love. It's not saying that you wouldn't.
chances are higher because you have money.
Okay. Well, I guess that is true. Then you start to question it more.
But if you're in love, it doesn't matter how much money you have.
Yeah, okay, Dovy. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd pick true love over the money, obviously.
I would too. I think
hope-
that, yeah. I don't know what I would do with all that, that money. I don't know.
There's a lot of stress that goes into it, especially if they like put your name out there and that people know who won the lottery.
Then you might not ever
people-
find true love because everybody's like, you got that money.
Yeah,
You know,
people
you-
drive you crazy.
Your trust might not be as solid. Who's there for you and who's there for the money? Who's there for the rose? I don't know.
Who's there? Who will you give your rose to?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, last one. This one's difficult. Would you rather try your hand at being vegan or vegetarian for a month? So I guess vegetarians don't eat meat, they don't eat fish, they don't eat red meat, no, seafood or anything, and vegans also don't eat cheese and eggs and milk.
I would just go for being vegan. If you're going to do something, might as well go all out.
Yeah, I think vegan is very good for you, right? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I think
I'd be curious to try it. I'd be curious to see like how I felt.
I would
See, I don't know. I don't think I could go full send since
full sin.
Yeah, full send. Like,
Oh, okay.
no.
Like,
Oh
you're
my
living in
Vegan.
sin, Katie.
No. Like just going all out. I don't think that I could go from just eating whatever to going like to really limiting my diet.
So like if you're vegan, you can't eat eggs, right?
No,
Because-
no
so
eggs, no cheese.
Then
That
that would
eliminates
cancel
so
a lot of
many
desserts.
things. Yeah, the cookies.
The-
No coffee, right? Doesn't coffee have milk in it, maybe?
Yeah.
Can, but I don't usually
Yeah.
put milk in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, creamer.
Creamer, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's gone. That's dairy, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Basically, you're not eating anything. You're eating a single slice of toast every single day for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Hey, avocado toast for days.
Ugh. All right. Well, on the other side, we got our relationship segment.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Okay, so if you watch HGTV, then there are some interesting shows on there, but they're coming out with a new one that's about how to redecorate after a breakup. Like this.
Incredible.
Wow.
It's a
Groundbreaking.
Insane.
No, it's really interesting though. Like I really want to watch it. But it says it's hosted by designer and self-proclaimed breakup artist Orlando Soria. But it's the idea is to help like singles get over their exes by getting rid of and like giving their homes a a refresh, like renovating them so it's. I don't know. It's
wouldn't being on the show just remind you of them even more that you had to do that
that's
whole
why
process?
They're getting you through it, Dovy.
Yeah.
We should be thanking them.
I don't know, but it's called
strategy.
Unspouse My House.
Oh, it's not even, that makes, oh, wow. So if you were married and stuff, then,
Yeah.
oh, man.
When you think about it
Okay,
that
that's
way,
another
that's
level.
That's intense.
And so so people that don't sell the house, that keep it, and
Yeah.
they just need to redecorate it.
Yeah,
and change.
just want to get
That's
a
a
new start.
challenge.
Yeah.
So-
but I don't think it's I don't think it's only for spouses necessarily. I think that's just what it's called. But
Because it rhymed.
I
yeah.
assume it's more on long-term relationships.
So basically, the opening segment's going to be, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, just broke up with this person," and then the head person's going to come in and be like, "Okay, here's our trash bag. Everything that the other person bought in the bag.
yeah.
And
Well,
you just
but
go to the home. Boom. Trash."
No.
Well, you gotta, oh, man, you gotta make, I guess they
I think-
completely make it over then.
Because you also think about it, if you bought the house with like your significant other,
House
then,
goes in the trash. We move.
no, then even just the
Burn it all.
decorations that you pick out, maybe was influenced by the other person, and you'd want to just have something that more reflected you. I don't know.
Have you watched it yet?
No, so it comes out in late 2019, but right now they're looking for participants. So if you want to be on the show, apparently you can apply. So yeah.
Another, it's basically, I was thinking if you bought the house with your spouse, then you want a totally different house. Maybe it's
Man.
just shifting everybody towards HGTV
Oh.
solo house hunters.
Well, this is,
I guess that's fair, but
this is a very different show than what HGTV, because there's such a like family-oriented kind of vibe and stuff. And
Yeah.
now imagine just someone's ex-husband watching the show, and they're like, their ex-wife is just like throwing out their stuff and
Yeah.
revamping the whole house and moving forward. It's just like, it's just very different.
Well,
Yeah.
have you seen the one show on HGTV? I can't think of it, but it's a show where originally it was this husband and wife doing the show together. I don't know if you've heard the story. It was husband and wife doing the show together, and they'd gone through like several seasons of the show. Show's a huge hit. Everyone loves it. And then the couple who actually is married divorces because one was cheating on the other. But they kept the show, and they still work together on that show. And the season after they broke up, that's exciting. That's just tensions are
What?
high, let me tell you.
Somebody needs
What?
to. Somebody
I'm
needs
not
to.
even joking.
What
I
show was
can't.
it?
I don't know the show,
Then-
and I don't want to say it on the air anyway. But you can definitely Google it. HGTV.
They should be
couple
the first
gets
two
divorced.
episodes.
Literally the first two episodes. It's like wow,
Should be
I can't.
Huh.
They have to make decisions together too. That's part of the show.
Oh.
And now they're divorced
That-
with separate people already.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like working with your husband and
Yeah.
wife in that kind of setting, that can't be good. You know, I know. I mean, if you do that, like, it's not a problem. But like, imagine like being, for example, musicians that are on tour together, and,
Yeah.
and you do that stuff because you bringing this stress. The work life is your home life at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
Plus, it is nice to have something that's kind of your own, that's not necessarily shared with
Yeah,
the other. You know what I mean? Like you both have different
it's true.
work things to
Yeah.
talk about, or like even if there's stresses,
Yep.
then
I think I know who you're talking about.
Found it right here.
What's the name of it?
Flip or flop.
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
It's literally the first thing you Google HGTV couple divorce, and it goes. Yep.
see, I've heard of that show, but I didn't hear about that.
It's a good show.
happening. Okay.
It's even better now. Let me
oh
tell
my
you.
gosh.
But the
That's
drama,
terrifying. Yeah.
it's just incredible that they would put this on the air.
Oh my goodness.
Just with, like, So
See, I love a good drama. Sometimes it's just
I think they're also
really nice.
dramaing it up.
Yeah.
That's not a
Oh,
word,
yeah.
but they're
Of course.
like,
No,
okay,
yeah.
they're like, you two are divorced now, but if you want this show to still take off, you guys have to start,
bickering.
yes,
yeah,
and doing that type of stuff.
having
That'll,
some tension on here. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm telling you, yeah,
TV is
family.
crazy.
I think that's
family-oriented,
what
huh?
makes
Yeah.
like what we were talking about with the reality shows, like The Bachelor. I think the drama part of it is what makes it so enticing because you get to witness drama happening that's not your own. You can just turn it off and like go back to your business and like not really be involved.
And you
in it,
get to
but it's-
learn how to decorate your home a little bit better in the
Exactly.
process.
Yeah.
I loved Design Stars. That was such a good show.
Design Stars?
Yeah, it's like
What
they
is that?
grab. It's all these amateurs that want to become like host on HGTV and become famous designers. So they get all these people. They run them through challenges, contests, and they're like, who's gonna be the next design star? You get your show on the end of it when you're all done. It's kind of like Food Network's Food Network Star.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing, just chef and food related.
Oh,
Always watch that with my family. Good show. It went downhill over the last couple of years, but
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's
okay.
unfortunate.
HGTV always throwing out some good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fascinating.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I like HGTV.
all you gotta do just watch the season. Google when they broke up, what season, and just watch the season after that, or watch one so you know what it was like.
Yeah.
And then watch it.
And
I'm telling you.
what it used to be.
Aw, that's
Just in-
actually kind of sad though.
Yeah, trust me, it's sad, but still a great show.
Yeah.
We got Take It Easy here as we come down the stretch of our Monday morning app.
All right, so I have some sad news, at least for me, I think. The original Sweethearts candy, like the conversation hearts, won't be available this Valentine's Day because they got bought by another company. And so they didn't, whatever the new company that bought them, whatever the timeline was, they weren't able to produce new conversation hearts in time for like this Valentine's Day.
Do people like those?
Yeah.
Do people get
Okay,
those?
so-
That's what I'm saying.
Those are bad.
See, but-
Chalky.
I know, no one. It's more of a thing, like, my grandma would always, like, every Valentine's Day, she gets me them.
Yeah.
And so it's more of, like, no one, I don't know.
No one likes them.
No one necessarily, like, loves them, but I think it's more of a memories thing, and, like, for me at least. My grandma can't get me conversation hearts this year, and that's just sad.
You gonna break the news to her, or are you gonna just let her
goodness.
try and figure it out?
She listens to the show sometimes, so maybe she's...
Oh.
maybe
She finds
she's
a way.
Yeah.
They might be a little old.
But Krispy Kreme took advantage of this, and they're going to have donuts that are designed to look like the candies that have little
Nice.
sayings on them,
It's genius.
It's
Genius.
and donuts that probably would taste a little better than the candies.
A little bit,
but
yeah.
a little bit better. Just
Yep.
a little
Krispy
bit
Kreme,
better.
Spotify, both making smart moves.
Yeah,
They
no,
need to put horoscopes into the donuts so
I
that
see. So when you bite into them,
Make it like a fortune cookie out of a
Yeah.
donut.
oh my gosh.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, but so that's just, if you're looking for the conversation hearts, I think there is a different brand that makes them, but they're not as good.
Not
Those
as
are
good
the-
as the original hearts, because those
original
hearts are
Sweethearts
really
are-
good.
Stop.
not.
Can you stop, please?
Well, who else? When do you?
Stop raining on my parade.
People never buy them outside of like February, though.
No.
I've never seen anyone buy them anyway. Somehow you
Yeah.
just always get them
Yeah.
on your
They
Valentine's Day
just-
card in kindergarten.
just
Exactly. They just end up on your
Yeah.
desk in
But
elementary
it's so
school.
sad. Exactly. But it's so
So-
sad. It's become such a part of Valentine's Day. You can't have
It's
them.
nostalgic, and there's
Yes.
nothing we can do about it.
No.
See, I think my grandma got me candy corn for Valentine's Day.
Candy corn. That's even
I don't
worse.
I don't
Candy
question.
corn is disgusting.
I don't question. No, candy corn's good actually.
Candy
No.
corn's too like
No.
Octobery.
Yeah, that
I don't
and it's
question
also
grandma's
disgusting.
method. Grandma does what she does. It was candy. It was way better than hearts too, so I'm not gonna complain.
So you prefer the candy cornness? Is it the texture? For me, it's the texture I don't like about the
Okay.
hearts. They're too
Okay.
Taste
chalky
is
and
better though.
make you feel like I don't know.
Okay.
Make my mouth want to collapse inside of itself. It's just not.
Wow.
It's like you think it's sweet, you think it's gonna be candy, but then it's just.
See, my
It's
only
just not
complaint about
sweet.
them is they're just really hard to bite into sometimes. Like sometimes
Yeah.
they're just really hard.
They're fun
They're
to
probably
read.
stale.
I don't know.
I just think they're always stale.
Okay.
That's my.
So are they trying to make new texts? Like they're trying to revamp it, or are they trying to put new words on there? Because then that could, you know.
You mean on the company that bought them or
Yeah,
Krispy Kreme? Well,
well,
Krispy Kreme is putting new things. Apparently, they came up with more phrases to put on top, including DM me and so extra. So they're
I was hoping.
being
yeah.
current with the times.
I was gonna say because be mine
Oh, yeah.
and all that. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've
No,
seen
but
it a
they're.
million times. We need something,
Yeah.
DM me.
What if there's a heart that says like swipe right, swipe left, or something like that? Oh.
HMU.
Well, I guess it would be. I don't think you'd want to give someone one that said swipe left.
Well, yeah.
Because isn't that the,
I don't
like,
know.
you're denying? or,
Yeah.
like-
No, it is.
I think.
Swipe
yeah?
left is.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
This is why I don't make the rules.
What?
That's why I'm not the creative genius behind it.
Okay.
I'm not good enough for that. But Krispy Kreme.
What?
They're doing making
Krispy
moves.
Kreme.
They are. So there you go. For Valentine's Day, you can just get a dozen of the Krispy Kreme donuts.
And that's way better than the actual heart candies. So I'm sure the heart candies will be back next year, and Katie will be happy. And I believe in her grandma to find them this year. But right now, go to Krispy Kreme, get those heart candies when they come out. Of course.
I
but-
don't know when they come out. Probably soon, but
Yeah. Well, we'll be back on Wednesday for another edition of the Morning App. Thanks for listening.